During the winter months, outdoor pets often struggle with extreme temperatures, especially if they don't have adequate shelter.
And the city of Bowling Green is trying to change that, though, but through legislation and free outdoor dog shelters that were purchased through a $10,000 donation made by the Humane Society of the United States. WBKO's Adam Ferguson went with Bowling Green Code of Compliance and Animal Protection to see how the new homes were in action.
Bowling Green city officials and state representatives met at City Hall Wednesday morning to celebrate a donation that they say will save lives. The Humane Society of the United States donated $10,000 to the city of Bowling Green for the purchase of over 50 dog shelters that will be distributed to local families in need of housing for their outdoor pets over the coming weeks.
Those are really nice. They're cedar, they're warm inside, they seal well, they've got door flaps to keep out the cold. As I said a moment ago, these are way better than what Snoopy ever had. These are next level. And by keeping these things elevated off the ground, they keep the pet from being in the snow or on cold dirt or in the mud, and that makes a big difference.
At the state level, Kentucky is one of only 6 states that does not require shelter for dogs living outdoors. But in Bowling Green, the Board of Commissioners passed a new ordinance in December of 2024 requiring adequate shelter for dogs within city limits, joining several other cities in Kentucky with making changes at the local level.
It's an important cause to me, animal welfare. It's one I think that's neglected. But I think if you've got people who are willing to raise it, there's great consensus in the state capitol to pass laws like the one that we talked about today.
City officials said the donation will give dogs in the community shelter from the elements during the winter season and throughout the rest of the year.
As they say, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them indoors. Look, I grew up in a rural area. I didn't have a pet live inside till I was an adult. I grew up with dogs and cats living outside, and we had shelters for them, but that's totally normal in most parts of Kentucky, including Paducah, where I grew up, and that's fine. But just make sure that you have adequate warrant for your pets, just as you would for your kids.
Reporting in Bowling Green, Adam Ferguson, WBKO News.
Several dog shelters were delivered to families in need today, and officials said animal control officers will distribute the remaining shelters in the coming weeks.